So you've decided to pick up the bass guitar, you're grooving along, and now you're wondering, do I need any bass guitar pedals? Or maybe you're someone who's been playing for years, you've amassed a billion pedals by now, and you're starting to wonder, do I need all of this? Well, I've got you all covered, because in this video, I'm gonna talk through the pedals I've arrived at after years of testing and gigging and buying and selling on Facebook Marketplace, and then rebuying, and then reselling again. Yes, I'm talking to you, bass whammy pedal. I'm gonna give you the top 3 bass pedals you'll ever need. And in the end, I'm gonna give you the GOAT bass pedal. If you're new here, I'm Savage Fridays. I play the bass guitar, and I am making tons of vlogs on all things bass, like your first bass lesson, the best and worst bass guitar. You can catch all those videos and more with the links down below in the description. If you like videos like these, or making music generally, or you want to play the bass guitar, be sure to subscribe so I know to keep going. All right, let's get into it. Without further ado, bass pedals. To start, let's be real. As a bass player, you could live without bass pedals. You're not a guitarist. Many guitarists in rock settings need pedals to really sculpt their tone, and it helps them go to universes and beyond with tone through their amplifiers. It's different for bass players. You have a job to do here. It's holding down the low end with the drums.
You had one job. Just the one.
And the last thing you want to do is hit a pedal, lose all that low. The band's looking at you like, bro, where'd you go? And they're lost. So you could go without, and I believe less is more. I know there's a lot of videos out there like top 5 bass pedals, and they're crazy choices. Like an Octaver. No. I've had an Octaver and I've never used it live. I have found over the years, playing in a lot of rock, indie, alt, garage bands, there's only 1 or 2 pedals that ever really cut through, and for the most part, I'm on regular old through the amp bass tone, and that's amazing.
It's amazing.
Guys, I'd like you to meet my pedal board. It is a Gator board. Oh, sweeper's gonna jump. And maybe this changes every 1 to 2 years, but not that often. If it's a very specific gig or type of band or sound I need to go do, this might change out more aggressively, but I'm not doing that right now. I like practical. Today's video is brought to you by the key of D minor. It's the most amazing key. This first pedal is the Bass Compressor by MXR. Now, this is the kind of pedal that is crafting or sculpting your tone. And it's subtle, but it's everything. This is studio grade compression, but in pedal form. It has a visual gain reduction, which is gold when you need to dial in your tone. And it's transparent. It's not like something you click and the whole room changes color. It's a tightener of your tone and really can bring out fingerstyle, slap, or pick playing. I love it, especially the engineering of it all. Sculpting your tone subtly. Less is more, you guys. Say there's some big dynamics shifts in the songs and you need more of a boost, you can up the input or the compression. In the studio, this could keep all of your takes pretty consistent. Okay, here's the demo of without compression. Pretty cool. There's a little more punch, especially when you hit that lower note. There's like a pop. Pedal number 2 is the SansAmp Bass Driver DI. This is an amazing pedal. This is like an amp in a box. It's more about tone sculpting. So it adds fatness, it adds warmth, amp-like character. You can play with that blend knob and get a lot of tonal flexibility. This works as a DI, a direct in, or a tone shaper. 1 box, 2 rolls, people. I love that. Back when I was a young gen, and I read every bass magazine that ever came out. As soon as the thing came in the mail, I read it cover to cover. They all were hot on this pedal, and I see why. And I bought this a very long time ago, and I never sold it. I never sold it. It has withstood the test of time, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, because I love it so much it lives on my board. You can use this in the studio to get great DI tone. You can use this live as a backup amp or as your primary tone sculptor, the SansAmp. Okay, let's do a quick demo. Okay, let's turn on the DI pedal. You hear that richness? There's more percussive, and if I mute, and the presence is the present on this pedal. Okay, on to the next pedal. I am bringing to you the bass Big Muff Pi by Electro-Harmonix. This is a fuzz pedal specifically designed for bass. So there's some legend behind this pedal. Back in the 1960s, was it the 60s? Back in the 1880s? No, it wasn't that far back. Back in the 1960s, this pedal, known as the Big Muff, came out then. In the 1980s, Electro-Harmonix had some financial problems, and a Russian company called Sovtek started producing these big plates of a pedal called Big Muffs. Those are legendary tone. They're used for guitarists and bassists, and they just crank on fuzz and sustain. Now, fast way forward to the 2000s, Electro-Harmonix gets back on the scene and says, let's take the sound and tone and what's best about the Big Muff and dial it in for the bass. This is when I got the pedal. It is not an overdrive pedal. It is not a distortion pedal. It had all the Boss overdrive pedals for bass and guitar. They all got sold because I never used them live. In band settings, if I started playing an overdrive or a distortion, the guitarists would honestly look at me and go, bro, what are you doing? So I love when these companies dial it in for bass because they're thinking about us and maintaining and preserving that low end, and fuzz is a must for bass players. So this has split blend options. It has this cool toggle where you could go bass boost, normal, or dry signal. I hang out a lot on dry signal because you get to blend the fuzz in, mix with your dry, but again, preserve your low end. This is made by the famous pedal maker, Electro-Harmonix. They do a lot of cool stuff for guitar and bass. I've tried them all. A lot of famous players use the Big Muffs. Nirvana's bass player to keep up with Kurt Cobain's wall of guitars. Cliff Burton of Metallica's used the Big Muff. Chris Wolstenholme from Muse. You're gonna see why he is the #1 user of this. Now let's turn on the Big Muff pedal. Okay, on to the next pedal. First I'm gonna tell you the goat pedal. Definitely the Big Muff Pi by Electro-Harmonix. Goat pedal, it's $100. You should go on Amazon and get it right now. Now we're gonna get into some fun pedals that you don't need, but they are fun. And if you have money to burn, you do you. This first demo is of the Digitech Bass Synth Wah. It's fun. I rock out alone to this. It's never made it into a band setting, rehearsal, recording, or live show. Just saying. Okay, next demo. The Mooer bass sweeper. It's like a little battery sized. I like it, and I used it live to cover this famous song. My last fun demo is of the Ditto Looper. Now this is super niche. It's a looping pedal. I must have had to loop something at a show, and then I kept it because it's fun. Let me show you. That's the end of the vlog. All my audio, it failed a million times, but we're leaving it here, leaving it here, leaving it here. I'll see you next time on Savage Fridays. The content drops every Friday afternoon. See you next week. I hope you like and subscribe soon. Oh my God, I'm in a faint. Except I'm not. Okay. That's the demo. All right.